Going toe-to-toe at center court. Kessler's so tall, he's actually taller than Hartenstein. And the Jazz win the tip because of it.
You got to throw that ball up higher, though. You got two 7-footers. Attempt try on that alley-oop. You have to be able to control the basketball.
Oh, and Markkanen, too much size. Off the pass there from George. And it affected the shot, that fadeaway of J-Dub. Sexton had it poked away. Cason Wallace coming off a good road trip, and he will put it down. Wallace in transition.
You don't talk about the finger. It's a finger roll.
Busted it back out.
It's a finger floater. If I say it enough times, I think you'll agree with me.
Collins, he wants to make his move on J-Dub, lost his balance. Sexton, though, open, sideline three, and that is good. Collins is a good player, 37% from deep on the year. J-Dub sees a crease across the baseline and then elevates for the stop. We're going to start to see the chemistry developing a little bit more. Mark Daigneault said that's one thing as Hartenstein starts to play more and more. He's going to learn his teammates. As Kessler, too much size. And so far, Keontae George, a couple of threes. Really, the Jazz with those 4 threes. Sexton down the lane. He's going to get an and-one opportunity.
You always play, according to what they're capable of doing. And that's certainly, this is a scoring team, but they also give up a lot of points too. And Shea gets on the scoreboard with his first 2.
The step back, the 3, he left it short, the long rebound right back to him. This time Jones, second effort, and he splashes it home from downtown. And some big threes as that pass through the hands, picked off, Dort up ahead. Lost it momentarily, but Cason Wallace goes over the top of Juzang.
The Thunder being able to get out in transition and mounting up those transition points. But I'll tell you one thing, folks, it doesn't get any better than that.
As Shea keeping that dribble going. Oh, what a pass inside. Cason Wallace, the slip. Nobody saw it coming. One on the West Coast. Shea steps into it, had a good look at the 3. As Markkanen the rebound. Up ahead, Collier, and there's the put down. Parker Kessler, SGA's hometown. Wiggins, nice rebound on the weak side. And it leads to the rainbow 3 by Dort. Roy Kenrich Williams set him up.
Absolutely.
He's got it right back. Oh, and he used a little speed going right past Markkanen. And then a little elevation for Joe. We know he can finish with that left hand.
Sometimes flip the script. You think the Jazz are going to have their way on the glass with that big front lineup. You do this. Little Birdie just told me iced coffee.
It was pretty good.
I got to go with that one.
What has he got there, Mike? A brief time with Oklahoma City. As Isaiah Joe again trying to get loose. This time he'll give it up to Hartenstein. Shows the touch.
So they backpedal, and he's laying that shot up.
Oh my goodness, what a pass. Hartenstein, the cut backdoor, Jalen Williams. That was beautifully executed.
You love that. This is good basketball, folks. Basketball 1-on-1. You're overplayed on the wing. You go backdoor. But that guy with the basketball has to see that.
If you didn't know about Hartenstein's game, as there he almost had the deflection, but Isaiah Joe with the deflection. In the hand of the passing lane, Jalen Williams hangs in the air long enough, scoops it up and in.
He's been pressed into service by default, but he sure has taken advantage of those minutes.
Well, there's another Utah turnover. Mahadlu got it taken away. The cutback from J-Dub.
And his momentum is going the other way. And you just say, look, I'll pick up that loose change off the floor.
Mark Daigneault has just been so complimentary. Saying Hartenstein is just a different layer, making impacts on both ends of the floor. And again, it's a Hartenstein pass that beats the Utah defense. Second time he's earned that award in his 7-year career. As Kessler that time just planted down there by the rim. Sexton almost threw it away. George trying to beat the shot clock, and he does. The Jazz on a little bit of a push here. Isaiah Joe, the right out of the timeout, connects on a deep 3. Dort, he's the one defending Markkanen, not afraid to give up some size. OKC likes those switches, and Kessler again. They've been able to score. Joe scored off the bench. Little dip and the step back jumper. That is pure.
How about Shea with the 7-footer trying to guard him?
Final shot of the first half. Shea got it up over the 7-footer.
He said that getting those stops will continue to be key here in the second half to get out on the run offensively.
All right, it started this third quarter with a basketball. It's SGA on the baseline. That he altered that shot.
He altered that shot, yeah. That's one of those plays where they're trying to stay in this game right now.
And George, boy, just in front of the end of the shot clock.
Oh, that's tough to do, man, I tell you.
J-Dub, the kick, catch fire three. SGA's got it.
Right now, the Thunder come out in this third quarter firing on all pistons. As the offense has really picked it up.
Led by as many as 16. It was 17 prior to that Collins three. As we said, Collins 37%. Kind of one of those quiet producers over the course of his 8-year career going back to Atlanta. Came over to Utah. J-Dub. There's one from downtown. Boy, Jalen Williams.
This is just, look, it's time to call my own number, man.
That's exactly what you want from Markkanen, who's had some big games against OKC over the last couple of years. Shea. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Utah can't do anything about it. Almost had number 20. Utah, when it's gotten shots off, trying to run. Trying to find somebody. It's Wallace. Boy, that is a tough shot. Collins was draped all over him, and Wallace goes against the grain. There's a deflection. SGA once again stepping into the passing lane. There's the floater. Sets it up. J-Dub elevates him. Detonates at the rim.
I'll tell you, this has been the labor of love tonight for the Thunder. Just forcing the Jazz to cough up the basketball. And he's a star in this league, no doubt about it.
It's All-Star in 2023, Shea. Oh my goodness, yet again. As Wallace wants to give it up, extra pass, Shea finds Joe wide open in the corner, you can count it. So already 100 points with 2 to go in the third. As you see that floater by Collier.
Couple on the night already, but not on that particular shot.
Juzang wants to get into that shot and does. Two-way performances. That means that the Thunder now have 41 points off turnovers as Sensabaugh is going to get a trip to the free throw line here. Road heavy schedule after that long stretch at home. Oh, Dylan Jones. How did he sneak in there? Utah right there, Salt Lake City. The Utah Utes. Wiggins bouncing off the defender. His younger brother Jalen Williams, he's in the G League right now. Oh, Casey Wallace got away with a walk. The three, and that's good. Dylan Jones. Dylan Jones now 3 for 3 from the floor. He's got 8 points.
And that's what he's got to continue to do. Catch and release.
Collins, nice pass by Keontae George. Utah led by 9 early in the first. Carlson, nice strip. Another Jazz turnover. See what it leads to here. Wiggins, he'll finish it off.
Under the 3-minute mark here.
You think, Mike, that it's just in the spirit of competition, considering point differential matters? So is that something you're going to bust out every time he has a dunk now?
Well, he doesn't do it very often. I mean, with the left hand.
So much to like about this game. And you saw Carlson, no, Higgins doing what he always does, flying in for a putback. Carlson's in the box score. George, and he'll pull up in the mid-range. Sensabaugh. Carlson sniffed it out. No alley-oop on his watch. It squirts up to Wiggins. Jones will hoist. And that'll do it. Looking for that point differential. Bench driven, according to Mark Daigneault. But this one, it was decided a long time ago. 133-106, the final. OKC does what it wants to do, picking up this win at home before heading back out on the road against the Toronto Raptors in a couple of days. But this was an all-around two-way force. 29 turnovers forced. That ties an OKC record. 45 points off.